Howdy. Uh, this is my overview and expectations video for Philosophy 120140 Ethics Fall 2023. Welcome to sunny Knoxville, Tennessee. Um, Another semester is beginning. I'm very excited. I hope that you are as well. My name is David Myers. I have been teaching here for close to 20 years. And I miss Minnesota in the summer, but by the time October rolls around, not so much. We get a little snow here in Knoxville, usually around Christmas, but not a whole lot. All right, let's get right into it. Um, this is your textbook. You can have this particular book, or it's the updated 11th edition. If you don't have the updated 11th edition, then um, you could have the ebook, which is the updated 11th edition, but it's electronic, or you could have the updated 11th edition and it's paper in a loose leaf notebook. It doesn't matter. Um, as long as you have the updated 11th. Uh, if you have an earlier version, you can probably make it work, but I think it's better to go ahead and get the correct textbook. All right, let's look at, well, you're clearly, you found this video, so you know how to get on to D2L. D2L is divided into content, materials, communications, and assessments. There's more, but those are the ones that you're really going to need for the class. If you look at the front page, you'll see that there is a link to the ebook. That's very helpful. I also sent out a email to everyone reminding you that it was time, if you purchased the ebook, to get online and check it out. Now, if you didn't purchase the ebook and you have a hard copy, that's okay. I'll usually get a couple of students that will say, oh no, what do I do? And it's like, well, if you didn't buy the ebook, you don't need to worry about it. If you did buy the ebook, there you go. Some information, an article called Don't Always Strive to Be Great, Strive to Be Consistent. This video, a link, not a link, but a note about the weekly attendance board. That's all on the front. So let's go to content. Go to content and hit table of contents, and you will see everything that you need. You'll see a link to the syllabus. You'll see some information about me. You'll see this video, another link. You'll see in the next section assignments, ethics problem, section 1 ethics problems, section 2 ethics problems, and section 3 ethics problems. I've done a lot of work for you there. All you need to do is click on them, and you can choose the assignment you want to do, cut and paste it, put it on a Word document, fill it out, and turn it into the correct assignment folder. Then you'll see alternate assignment options. You know, if you don't want to do the ethics problems, hey, I've got some alternates for you. I'm going to open that up. When I offered this class as a lecture course, I used videos all the time. And in fact, I think um, Paul Schlabel will be using some videos in his lecture course over 16 weeks. But if you'd rather watch a panel discussion on a moral dilemma and then write a 4 to 5 page essay on the video, double spaced, here's a link to the series. Annenberg Media Group, Ethics in America. Now, I have another option for you. I have several movies on a Plex server that you may choose to watch and write an essay on in lieu of the other assignments. This will be a little more complicated, but it's still fairly easy. You're going to need a Plex account. They're free. It's free, safe, and I've got a link to Plex TV right there. Then you need to email me your Plex user ID, and I'll give you access. And here's a list of the films that I have: The Death of Stalin, Animal Farm, Dr. Strangelove, and the entire series Ethics in America 2. Now, the three films fit in especially well with Chapter 6. The Annenberg films and the older series is better, I think, but they can be applied at any point. And there you have it. Of course, you can watch whatever films you wish simply to further your knowledge or just for enjoyment. It's up to you. But I have offered this alternate assignments, and they can be used in lieu of any of the other assignments. Go back to content. Instructions for the discussion board. It'll tell you exactly what I expect for the discussion board. Instructions for the examinations, instructions, for required reading, and instructions for extra credit. And that is how the course is set up. Now, that being said, I'm going to go right to the syllabus and talk about it. For this course, there are no prereqs. It would be good if you had already taken college writing, but there are no official prereqs. And this course serves as a general introduction to ethical issues. In it, the student will begin developing a basic understanding of standard ethical theories. The course develops one's sense of ethical and civic responsibility by developing the student's capacity to identify, discuss, and reflect upon the ethical dimensions of political, social, personal life, and to understand the ways in which they can exercise responsible and productive citizenship. Um, but you can read that in the course description. I've already shown you the required course materials. There is a blurb on academic honesty, and uh, I think you can read that on your own. Plagiarism is an academic death sentence, and if you plagiarize work, it's grounds for being dropped from the class. Actually, it's grounds for being dropped from the university. But um, really, all you need to do is cite your sources, and you're good to go. And so in this course, we don't worry a whole lot about plagiarism because you don't have a major paper to write. I used to require a paper, but now I have chapter assignments. There is an association and accommodation statement. It gives the number for our accommodations coordinator. If you need accommodations, and I've already been contacted by the director for one of the students, and there we go. Now, attendance. You're saying, but Dr. Myers, how on earth can rate attendance on an online course? And here's how. Since this is an online course, attendance is measured by two things. The first is an attendance board located in the discussions section of D2L Brightspace. You must, listen to me, you must sign in once a week. If you don't, you lose points. You must sign in. And if you don't sign in during the first week, I will have to drop you for non-participation. So sign in each and every week. If you don't sign in and you try to sign in late the next week and say, oh, I forgot, points off. You must sign in. It's not hard. You have 7 days to sign in. So please do. Um, the second way that attendance is measured is by ensuring work is turned in promptly and on time. You're going to be required to do your reading. I've got lectures on each chapter that I would appreciate it if you would watch. It'll help your understanding. And like I said, reading is going to take up quite a bit of your time. There are no proctors required for this course. This is an ethics course. Please don't cheat. And there's really no need to cheat. The exams are open book. That's not really going to help you because there's so much material crammed into each chapter, and each exam is on 4 chapters. So you'll simply run out of time trying to look for all the answers. However, well, we'll go into that more. It's open book, but not open note. So here are your assignments. There is a reading report that is due, listen to me, at the end of the class. I don't want an assignment for each section turned in saying, I read all of chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wait to the end. It's due by the 20th, but you should get it in before the 20th of October. But wait to the end of the course. Write a short blurb saying, I and your name have completed 100, 90, 80, whatever percentage of the reading that you accomplished. If you say you read 100%, then I'll give you 10 points. That's how it works. I have to explain this because in the past I had a student that said they only read 20% of the reading, and I gave them 2 points. And they got very angry, saying, well, I was honest. I should get points for that. No, you don't get points for that. You need to be honest, but do the reading. Now, listen, the reading is brutal. It's hard. Everybody thinks this is going to be such an easy course, and that's just not the case. However, you don't have to master the reading. I get a lot of students that tell me, well, I read it, but I had to read it 3 times and I still didn't understand it. Listen, you get credit for reading it if you tell me you read it. You're not going to master this material, and it's going to take 2 to 3 readings to get through all of it. And again, I don't expect you to master it. Some of you have the ebook, and the ebook will read to you. So if you're driving and you put it on, you can have it read to you, or if you're just sitting there. And guess what? That counts as reading it. There's always a student or two that doesn't turn this in, and then they get upset because I subtract 10 points. Can't help it. You know, if you've watched this video and if you've read the syllabus, you know that it needs to be turned in. So the reading report is worth 10% of your grade. Easy 10 points. Discussions, 30 points, 30%. So each student for each section will begin 2 separate threads for each section and respond to 4 other threads per section. So that means that you have to have at least 6 total posts, 2 original and 4 responding to others. You're also required to read all the text. Now, this doesn't count the sign-in sheet. You don't have to read every student's I'm present, post, but you need to read all the posts. You'll get 1 point for each post that you make. So if you make 2 original posts, you'll get 2 points. If you make 4 original posts, You'll still only get 2 points, but hey, you'll get more out of the class. If you make 4 response posts, you'll get another 4 points. So that's 6 points total. And then reading will give you your last 4 posts. Now, I will know if you've read them. Students say, oh, I read them. No, you didn't. You have to be clicked on it long enough for the post to change colors on the edge. If you don't, then it doesn't count as reading. And so, you've got to take your time. You've got to do this. So that's discussions. I wish this was a lecture course. I really envy Paul being able to teach. This is the first time we've had a lecture course since COVID hit. And I have moved from Bemidji after 20 years in Bemidji. I have moved south, and I envy him, because if we were doing this face to face, we could really, have discussions verbally. But this is the best we can do in an online course. And online seems to be the wave of the future. Students want to be in and out to do this at their own time. And I get it. Many of you work, and you can take this course at your own pace somewhat. Though that's discussions. Examinations. These exams are tough. The course is broken up into 3 sections, and each section is divided into 4 chapters. Each section has a corresponding exam, and each exam is worth 10% of the final grade. So exams are worth 30% of your final grade. The exams are tough. The reading is tough. So, because I don't want you all worried about the exams, I've given you practice tests. If you take practice test 1, 2, 3, and 4 before you take exam 1, you will see every question that is on the exam. Now, do I ask 40 questions? I don't know. That's for you to find out. But the bottom line is, what you see is what you get. There are no trick questions. Do the reading, watch my instruction videos, and I'm going to throw some others, because there are some really good videos out there that really will help explain utilitarianism. I would rather get the opportunity to do that, but I'll throw them in, and that will help on your exam. But do the practice tests, and you'll blow it out of the water. Most students do, but there is always a few of you who will not do it on exam 1. You'll blow the exam, you'll fail it, and you'll be worried. Well, I don't want that either. So I have written extra credit into each exam. All you need to do is correct your exam. Don't cut and paste, but give the answer you gave, why you gave that answer, and what the correct answer is, and I will raise your grade. Say you got a 30% or a 20%. I will raise the grade on that test all the way up to 70. Now, here's the thing. I've been teaching these courses for a long time. Before I taught here, I taught at other colleges. And what I have learned after a fairly long career is that the students that need the extra credit won't do it. Those of you who have a 92 will do it because you want to have 100. So I don't do that. If you have 100, or if you have a 95 or above, don't turn in the extra credit. An A is an A. If you have a 90 and you want to do it, I'll raise your score up to a 95. If you have an 80, I'll raise your score up to a 90. If you have a 70, I'll raise your score up to 80. But that is the extra credit. At the end of the course, you may turn in because the textbook has 16 chapters. We're only going to cover 12. So if you want to write a short synopsis of each chapter, um, 4 to 5 pages, double spaced, minimum of 4 pages, I will give you an extra 5 points. There's your exams, and there are extra credits. Ethics problems. You will choose one, just one, of the ethics problems found in each section. Now, these questions are fairly complex and will require between 4 to 5 pages, double spaced, to answer completely. If you turn in a paper that is shorter than 4 pages, I will mark it down significantly. Keep in mind that the pages that I've listed in the next section of the syllabus on page 5, that is, the updated 11th edition. So if you don't have the updated 11th edition, you're going to have to find these chapters on your own. And you probably won't have the correct problems. So I have listed those problems in the appropriate content section. So pick the problem you want, delete the rest, and these assignments are 10 points each, and they are in lieu of what used to be a term paper assignment. Therefore, I expect that you will put in a great deal of effort into this assignment. Proper English grammar is expected, and there should be no foul language, no text speak included. Again, to successfully complete this assignment, you must answer each of the questions from your chosen problem. And again, paper shorter than 4 pages will be marked down. When your assignment is completed, place it into the appropriate assignment folder. Let's see, page 4. Page 5, I actually break the sections down. And chapter 1, ethics problems, why be moral, on page 28. Chapter 2, etc., etc., etc. These assignments must be turned in on the due dates given in the schedule. Exams must be taken on the set dates unless you make arrangements in advance of the day of the exam. All assignments receive A, B, C, D, or F, and they're weighted according to 90 to 100's an A, 89 to 80 is a B, and so on. The schedule, as I stated before, the class is divided into 3 sections. There is an examination for each section. The examinations are open for a 6-day period. Exams 1 and 2 are Monday through Saturday. You can take the exam whenever it's convenient within the set period. So, exam 3, our class closes on October the 20th. So I have actually opened that exam on the 15th, and it's open 15th through the 20th of October. So your sections are 4 through 9 September, 2 weeks pass, 25 through 30 September, and then 15 through 20 October. Those are the exams. Again, if there's a reason you can't take the exam on a scheduled date, or you wish to take it early, contact me. All right, page 6 of your syllabus, just reading assignment schedule. 9 September, the student will have read chapters 1 through 4, and section 1 ethical problem is due. The discussions close at this time. And then it's 9 September, 30 September, 20 October, and 20 October, the reading report is due. That is your syllabus. Those are my expectations. Now, this class is tougher than most people anticipate, but you can do it. I have faith, and I will bend over backwards to help you get through this. You can call me. My number is on the syllabus. I will answer. Now, I work during the day. I work at a clinic. I work from 8 o'clock until 4:45. Your time, that would be 3:45. And I get home about 5:30. I've got quite a haul. And but I will take your phone calls anytime. If it's an emergency, I'll answer it at work. Um, However, I would appreciate it if you could limit it to um, my time, 5:30 until 8:30 my time, which is 7:30 your time. Weekends, I'll answer. I'm off all weekends and holidays. I'll answer it anytime on Saturday. I'm a pastor, so I'm busy on Sundays up until um 1:30, and then again at 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock your time. But I'll answer at any point. Call me. Students always say, "Oh, I didn't want to bother you," and I'm like, "I get paid because of you. I have an extra job because of you, and I love to teach. Call me, text me. I'll answer a text anytime. Um, Call me, text me, email me. Probably faster if you text. I do check my emails, and that brings me up to something else. Check your stupid emails every day because I will send emails usually 5:30 in the morning my time. I insist that you check your emails once a day. Um, please do. Uh, okay, and let's go back to week one. I expect four things during week one. One, I expect you to watch this video, and I'll know when you do. I expect you to read the syllabus and go over it. If you have questions about an assignment or anything, call me and I'll answer them. But one of my pet peeves is you'll call me and ask me something that is right in this video or right in the syllabus, and I'll know you didn't look at D2L or in your syllabus because everything is laid out here. Don't hesitate to call me, but by the same token, do me the courtesy of looking at D2L and looking at your syllabus before you call me. And so I expect you to download and print the syllabus out, or at least read it. Really should download it and print it. I expect you to sign in on the assignments board, or the attendance board, excuse me. And then I expect you to watch this video. I think there was something added to that I used to expect. I had four things, but do those three things and I'll be a happy camper. Um, if you don't, I will have to drop you for non-participation. So you've got a full week to do three little things. Sign in on the attendance board, review the syllabus in D2L, and watch this video. Thanks. Trying to think, is there anything else that I have? Can't think of anything offhand. I know life happens. If I'm pretty easygoing. So if you don't turn an assignment on time, I'm going to accept it late. I'm just going to subtract 10%, which is 1 point. But, you know, let me know. If you can't take the test on time, I'll open it up for you again. At the end of the course, I'll probably offer an amnesty. I can't guarantee it, but I'll accept work uh, late. Here's another thing. I'll go over your papers, and if I say, listen, you've double spaced well, but you've quadruple spaced between paragraphs. The front page, you've run it down half a page. You need 4 pages of content. You may beef this up until there are 4 complete pages and resubmit if you wish. No problem. I'll let you do that for every assignment. You can always resubmit it for a higher grade. It's possible, and many of my students finish this with 100%. But I also have a fair amount of people that fail the class. And so I don't like that. I feel like put in a little bit of effort and you will not fail the class. But um, there you have it. I'm going to sign off. And again, if I missed anything, if you have any other questions, call me, beat me if you want to reach me. Yeah, I don't really have a beeper, but that's from the great Kim Possible. Remember Kim Possible? Probably you don't. Disney Channel. All right. Have a great day, and let's have a wonderful semester. If you're ever in Tennessee, y'all drop by and see me now. You hear?